Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing an election prediction between Donald Trump and Pete Buttigieg. These two people at the moment are actually the people in my mind that will most likely be the nominees for their respective parties in 2024. At this point in time, I no longer can say that I think that Joe Biden will be the nominee in 2024. I don't know. I don't believe that he will be at a point where he could continue being the president at his age, at his, capabilities. I just don't think that he will. I know he said to former President Obama that he will run, but of course things are obviously malleable to change, and I do not believe that Joe Biden will be the nominee. I don't think Kamala Harris will either. So I think Pete Buttigieg is the obvious successor to them, and Donald Trump I think will be the nominee as well. And also to say in this prediction, I judge it based off of the current state of the country. Currently, in general, Democrats' approval are down. We're heading into a red wave year, so it is expected. And this prediction, of course, and all of my predictions will definitely favor Republicans. I'm not entirely saying that this is how things are going to be 2.5 years down the line, so don't come back to this video and say, hey, well, you got this wrong. Keep in mind, this is a very different point in time than anywhere where we'll be at in 2 years and 6 months, I guess. That's election day, 2 years overall, and then we'll be in election season. But yeah, let's get right into our safe Buttigieg states. As I say, I do believe Buttigieg has a very good West Coast appeal. I also think he'll do good in that Northeast area. I'll give him Delaware as a safe state, but I'm going to leave Connecticut and New Jersey out of the equation for now. I think that he really, well, in general, Democrats have been struggling. And we saw in New Jersey, Eric Sirtelli, if that's how you pronounce it, got within 3 points. Connecticut has narrowed up before. You saw between Trump and Clinton, it was in to 12-point margin. So I do believe that could happen. Also, New York, Illinois, forgot to click on those, will also be safe Democrat states. Safe Trump states, in my mind, will be the usual 125, and then the likely states will be usual as well for Trump, but I'll get to that after the likely Buttigieg races. Likely Buttigieg, that'll be Maine's first, Connecticut, New Jersey, Colorado. That's going to be it for Buttigieg. Being Secretary of Transportation, I do think he could do better in the Rust Belt. However, Donald Trump has that very, very good populist appeal. That is really what drives a lot of those Rust Belt supporters. Now, there also is significant black migration from those areas to places like Georgia, South Carolina, even Texas. But and that is also driving that shift in from Democrat to Republican in the Rust Belt. But it's also a populist appeal. If Republicans want to win there, they should nominate more populist candidates. Same with Democrats. Nominate somebody like Bernie Sanders, who is, of course, is a socialist, but he does have that populist appeal as well. Likely Trump states, as I said, they will be the likely Trump states. So that includes Texas, Florida, Iowa, Ohio, and Maine second. I think Florida would go over 5 points. If you want to look at my margins, they'll be in the description in case you have any questions with that. But Iowa and Ohio, that's pretty consistent with, precedent, but with Trump and his opponents. Even with Buttigieg being the transportation secretary, that's not going to change much. In Texas, the same with that Hispanic bounce back. I think that Buttigieg will be able to win the state of Minnesota by a lean margin, as well as Virginia, New Mexico, Maine at large, and New Hampshire. As I said, he does have a pretty good Northeastern appeal. That gets him to 225 electoral votes. Lean Trump states. This includes the state of North Carolina. This also includes the state of Wisconsin. I'm also going to give him the state of Arizona as a lean Trump state. I think that in contrast, Buttigieg, in the tilt states, and I'll go back and forth, but I think that he'll be able to tilt the state of Michigan in his favor. I also think that he'd be able to tilt the state of Pennsylvania in his favor. However, I think that Donald Trump would be able to win Georgia, getting him the election, as well as the state of Nevada, getting to 278 electoral votes. And I'm going to give Buttigieg Nebraska second to barely tilt in his favor. And I do think he will be able to win there. So that gets him to 278 electoral votes. Donald Trump defeats Pete Buttigieg. It is a very narrow election. Of course, we don't have many polls out on these matchups. But at the moment, this is how I see it going. You could possibly argue Pennsylvania and Michigan would go to Trump. But this is how I really see it going at the moment. 278, 260. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 550 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Like the video, comment below your thoughts on the prediction, and see you all very soon. Have a great day.